Oh man, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Like you all know already, my name is China. So the one I want to talk about today is my experience with NYSC, my experience as a copper in Nigeria. This video disclaimer, this video is not saying that this is a must, or this is what is happening, or this is what is underlaying in the whole system of NYSC. It's not, and it's not particularly made for some people, for some tribe, or for some locations and places being given to each core members in NYSC. No, this video is purely personal experiences and not meant to be a kind of general. After this short break, welcome back. Yes, let's yarn the yarn. In Nigeria, after doing your final year exam in the university, after all the whole struggle and all that, you are meant to undergo a 1-year program called NYSC. Yes, and that is the only thing that certifies you in Nigeria that you have graduated and you have passed the level of being a student in Nigeria, so making you eligible to get government jobs and federal jobs, so and every other thing, So, but my own experience about this whole thing, I graduated in the year 2015, November 2015. So like every other student who, after schooling in the uni, which I graduated in 2015, I got my NYSC call-up letter around 2016 after doing my clearance in the university. So I was like, where will I be posted? I was so happy and deciding, who knows where I will be posted, where will I be, which state. But originally in my own mind, like I have been desiring to serve in the northern part of the Nigeria. That's for what I've been hearing, all the buzzwords in the news, everything. I wasn't like saying I won't go. It was touching my mind. I was so afraid. But at the same time, I don't know why I have this love and desire to learn this language. Their language, the Hausa language and all that. So actually, I was somehow energized. I was somehow enthusiastic about it. So as we started everything about the registration, we did everything on the cyber cafe, and all of a sudden, and after some weeks or thereabouts, we got our call-up letter. I went and searched my own. It hasn't come out already, but some people has already gotten, because batch A people have actually gotten, and they have got those that did the registration on time. And also then when I did my own registration, I was looking forward to batch B. So when the batch B came out, people were so elated and they went to go and check theirs. Most of my friends there, most of my classmates there, and when they went to check theirs, they got their own, like about one of my classmates got her own, and she was posted in she was among those that were posted in batch B stream 1. And they were saying that there is a batch B stream 2 that is coming, but this batch B stream 1, they are going to go first. They are meant to go. That was around 2016. That was in the middle of the year actually. That was around August. Oh yes, around August, September. Then when they got the call was around that kind of November and all that. So they are going to the camp on that same year. So the batch B stream 2, they were saying that that one will come out by next year. Man, I felt so this will not go now. Now that I've prepared, because we have a lot of things we have to prepare, have to buy all those stores, your kits, the things you're going to buy, your belts, because most camp doesn't give those belts buy your belt, buy your bucket, buy your full flags, as we got the news and all that they were telling us, those that have gone ahead of us. So I was like, okay, no problem. I waited patiently, and after that, around that kind December ending, my call-up letter came out. Man, where did they post me? About all the 4 states I selected. I selected the Niger, I selected Taraba, I selected Delta, and which other? I can't remember vividly. But all I know is that I selected Niger because I was like, Niger is close to Abuja, you know that. I selected Taraba. That was just like, I wasn't prepared for it, but I just said, okay, let me just since that was the one that is available. When I was doing my registration, it's okay, let me select it. I didn't have in mind anywhere I'm going to. What's that called? A big. Then put me where I will be okay for me. But man, the thing came out, and do you know where they post me? Taraba State. Oh, Taraba is actually located in the middle northern part, not really the core north. It can actually be said that it's the northern part, but it's not the core northern part of Nigeria. So I was like, I don't know how it will be, I don't know the experience, but I was like, okay, they are putting me, that posted me, what am I going to do about it? Nothing. Just have to kick up and start doing the go. So around that kind of year, to 2016, I already prepared my mind by next year, January, now I'm moving out from my own state, because I schooled, everything I did was in Imo State. I grew up in Imo State, I grew up in Owerri, I do everything in Imo State, so I've gone to many places though. There's about so many towns I've been, but like all my life I actually have this aura. I've stayed in this particular city, Owerri city. So I was like, going to somewhere like Taraba State, how would it be? What is it about? What language do they speak? And all the rest of them. I was also not this person, so and getting also some replies from people, and it wasn't actually that kind of giving me that kind of joy and all that. But I said, okay, no problem. We are going now. Nobody has choice for all this NYSC stuff, except if you know someone that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody and that knows somebody. They will tell you, wahala, when you reach there, we are going to do something. My dear, I was one of those people who they advised to go and do fake medical what they call it, medical reports. Medical reports. I won't lie, me, I did my own fake medical report because I was like, northern part, like, staying there like for the whole year. It was so shocking to me, man. I don't even understand it. But what did I do? I have to go, man. I have to go. Actually, every experience is part of life. Like, somehow I'm adventurous. I'm kind of adventurous. I'm the kind of person that I might want to try something that nobody else have tried, just to be able to get the experience. I don't know why, but once it has come, I don't have a choice. I just have to say, okay, you can deal with this. Go, do it. So you have seen, as the thing come, I try my best to see what I can do. My mentor then was telling me, you have to go, you don't have a choice. This is NYSC, and according to her own experience, she really obliged to such kind of thing, and she came out strong and all that. So I was okay. And one of my most respected person again, my friend mom, she also said, okay, but I will find a way. She's a medical nurse. Was like, I'll find a way to get a medical report so that they can be able to, send you out once everything has been finished with the rotation in the camp, so you can be able to come back to the east. I was hopeful and all that. So, but when I get there, man, we started this journey to Taraba from Imo State. Do you know that I was inside the car for a close to 12 good hours? 12 good hours inside a motor. Just a little time we reached Castinala or somewhere like that. We stopped by and have some little refreshments, and then we enter again. We left journey that we left around early in the morning, because I left Owerri that day it was actually because they gave you 4 days that you can be able to meet up to your camp location. So I think I started that journey around the second day. So the second day I traveled from Owerri to was it Enugu? Yeah, Owerri to Enugu. So I have to branch off there because I actually did not reach on time that they cannot start the journey that night. So when I reached to Enugu, I had to stay back. Then the next morning was when I now started the journey to Taraba State. In Enugu, we had a lot of motorists going to the northern part of the country. So that was where I started my journey. So when I reached after 12 hours, the whole day, that was half of the day. That was the whole day, because since from morning hour we entered the motor zoomed off around that kind, let's say 6 o'clock or after 6 thereabouts. I was inside the motor car. One motor Sienna we entered, and some other core members we met on the same car. We reached there around that kind 6 o'clock, or let's say after 6. We reached the orientation camp around after 6. So when we entered, everything started up. We saw people doing so many registration. People were busy finding their way to their rooms, finding how to get their bed. They have to submit one kind of document and all that so they can get entrance there, and their ID card to get it, and their tally number and their NYSC number, and to be able to verify. They will give you one file, tell you where your location, your number is, and where you can be able to find your bunk. So my dear, we have to go through all these things, and after everything, we started hearing one voice so that the microphone was saying, "Hello, you core members," and all that. So it was so, I was like, somehow when I entered, it was like, here can be a little bit fun, seeing all the coppers, people that are new coppers, freshers. They don't even know anything that is happening. I was able to unpack everything I came with. Oh my dear. At the point I began to get used to the whole thing and all that. They were opening for people who didn't want to stay back after the rotation camp. They want to go, but they were not really basic. You have to have a genuine reason before they can grant you such kind of such kind of what they call it. How will I put it now? A kind of regard or what. So man, I was like, what am I going to do? Each day I'll be but basically me, like a church girl, I wanted to, yes, I actually get myself I found where I can be able to be serving God well. Yes, like I joined the what do they call it again? NCCF. Yes, NCCF, as a core member, and it was so wow. I enjoyed everything about there, and I began to feel among. So before I know what is happening, everything was so easy. Although I met some friends from different parts of the country, some graduated from the same school I did, some were also from different parts of the country, Yoruba, Hausa, Akwa Ibom, Ijaw, wherever. They were all full there. I hardly see people from core Taraba State they sent me to. And I was like, wow, this country, is it how it is? So you want us to come and get new experience? What other people that are there? They went to our own eastern part to go and enjoy themselves. Me that is coming from where I'm enjoying myself, I am coming to where to come and be enjoying one kind of experience. Okay, how do you tell me now to start eating the food that people there are eating? It's terrible. Yes, that was my thoughts. I was like, this is crazy, man. It's so crazy. Okay, now their food they are sharing in the camp. Of course, we eat afternoon and night, or we call it morning, afternoon and night. If we see tea that are serving us, we will stay on a long line. Though the food we are plenty, it's not a bad, because actually it will surely get to you. Oh man, if you see bread is manageable. But if you see tea is like water, ordinary water that is flowing like this. No good do tests. Some people will even have it. They will know. They won't go and buy their own provision. Of course, trust me now. I tried my best. When I reached the door, I didn't come with enough fund. But as time goes on, I start getting money from home. Like my account will beep. Money is coming from home. You know, because I actually went there like, hey God, what am I going to achieve there? I don't have enough fund and all that. But that was how my personal this thing struggle there. But actually, you know, the money started coming. Man, I said this tea I cannot test it. I can't drink it. Everyone was also complaining. So this is not good though. This is not good though. So what I did was I now went to go and get my own provisions as well from the mommy market, and now started eating. If not, how can I drink that tea that is full of water? What is it now? But then that was one of the things I don't really like. Then again, if you wear clothes now and early morning, they will do early morning cry. They say, everywhere we shout. Ooh. Do you know that the Nigerian army that is working in the camp, they will come and they will be looking for you. You're not coming from bed. By this time, they will use koboko and be chasing all of us out. Early morning, you have started going to the bathroom to bath around that kind of 4 a.m. If not, they will use koboko to come and wire you out from there. If it's from the men's side, the male folks of army, they will come there. And if it's from the female side, the female come. Also, the men army also come, but they will not enter inside. That's just the only thing. They will be at the outside, chasing all of you out to go and do morning devotion, or morning assembly. I don't know what they call it. Somehow I feel that for because some people will be like, "We are coming, are you not coming?" You will stand up, have to go. Some people will, if they are sick, they will give information they are sick. How they may allow them because we need to be firewood now. So you have to go. That early morning, you must have finished your bathing, your morning bath, and wear your clothes. Then wear your shoes, your white shoes, wear your white polo and your white boxers. Oh man, what saved me was I came with my own white boxers, which is apparently okay at any level. But you see the one they gave me, that one is bomb short too. And it's so tight on my waist, like as if it's going to tight all my organs out of my system. Oh man, I want them. It doesn't go in anywhere, so I have to remove it. Then come and see the khaki, the Nigeria khaki they gave me. Oh man, that khaki is good enough to sew clothes for 2 people. The trouser was so big. And you now see people that are doing business with it. They will come, they say they will sew it for you. They will collect 1,500 naira. As of them, they will collect it and do the sewing for you. If you refuse, you wear it like bogo and be snapping your pictures. You know that time now we need to snap pictures and pose and look good and look kind. At least your family will want to see you. If you're not posting in the social media because of the fear of the village people, you post it at least to your family to see that you have landed. Man, I can't talk enough. Like, do you know the fun was there too, like going to my market to eat and some kind of excitement that is up and down there. You can buy things for yourself. You're permitted to buy things with your money and all that. If you don't like eating the food they cook in for the day, there are people selling foods like me that is from the east. I eat the kind of food that I know about. Eat my good apple and good egusi soup prepared by Igbo person. Where I'll be enjoying it. Then Calabar people will also see their own people that cooks their edikaiko soup and all that. River people will also see the kind of food there too to eat. Me, I will only prefer anytime they cook anything that is nonsense to me. Like one day they cooked one swallow, and you know what they said it is? They said is they call it tuwo shinkafa. They said shinkafa means rice. It was so fun. I love enjoying when I heard those things. Shikafa means rice. Then tuwo is anything that is called swallow. They say that is tuwo shinkafa they cooked. How? When I just say let me try new things, and I bring it and I drop it. As I put the tuwo shinkafa in my mouth with the soup, with the lobo soup, they call omono soup in my own language, call it omono soup, but it's draw soup. As they put it, and I try to put it in my mouth, because the thing just slapped my two face like this at the same time. Papa, I said, what? Jesus, what are you eating? Hey! I just shouted on my own. I carried the thing. I said, wait, how do you chop? That's why I carry myself. Run with my my bag, my waist bag. Find someone inside there. Here, I said I run go my market, go chop better food, better soup with my native soup, and buy apple on top and enjoy myself and drink. That's how I ate that day. Because I was like, what kind of food is this? What I've not tasted before? What am I going to do with it now? How is it enter my system? Man, trying new things is not easy. It's not easy. But I must applaud our people, our Igbo people. Their soup is always nice. In fact, I love coming from Igbo. I love being an Igbo. Like my tribe being Igbo, I love it. Like there are some things I can't eat too. There are some things I can't eat. But this Igbo food, all of them are very nice. Like I can't taste anything and say this is not nice. They cook things, they cook it well, with all neatness and putting everything together with all intelligence. Like, I'm not trying to say other people's are not is not good, but me myself, there was the things I cannot enjoy there. But music was all over the place. The BBC, OBS was there. Those that were giving us communication, doing information, telling us what to do, and of course it was a very whole big hall. You know, there were people educating people on how to become self-employed after the NYSC, and a lot of them. Though in those sections, the corper have to also pay to learn all these skills. Of course, it's not supposed to be free, sha. The government is not providing to be free. So people learn all the different things and all that. So man, it wasn't that easy. But my happiness there was making new friends. Like I met some friends, though it wasn't like I met a friend that I always, feel like, oh God, I thank God I met this friend. She was so jovial, very all over the place, and nice. So I became a little bit friendly with her, and I love her. Everything, her enthusiasm, her energy, that's Moyin from the southern part of Nigeria. Yeah, Moyin, shout out to you. I love you. Your girl still loves you. Yeah, even though we don't communicate none of these days, I still have a social media handle on Instagram and what, she's also doing good for herself too. But she didn't stay back. My mom didn't stay back. She later traveled down. She did end up in Taraba. She traveled to, I think, is it Ondo, that state that is close to Lagos, because she's from the south. For me, I ended up studying in Taraba State. Actually, when I went back, I was like, I need to fight this thing through. I cannot stay here back. But when you don't have somebody that knows somebody that has somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, in this country, forget it. But I have God. Yes, that was my confidence. I have God. So actually, he actually saw me through. I think that was the faith that saw me through. Because I actually stayed back, and where they posted me was, man, after the whole thing, after the 3 weeks, jaye in the camp, the fun, the things, the experiences, and every other thing. The sleepless nights, the fun, so many things that is there. The competition that went on, sports, I joined my own time. We joined one sports like that. I was in the matching section. That was where I found myself. That was where I put myself. They say everything you must do, you must have a place to stay. I was in platoon 9. Yes. And I don't have to forget all the chants and everything, all the copper chanting and all that. You know, we're calling us great Nigerian students. Yes, we are great Nigerian students. Man, everything was not that kind of easy, you know. Yes, to swim it was not easy. So we paid some money along the line, call it bicycle fee. I don't know whether it's 2,000 something there. That was 2017. I don't know for now, because now they actually what they're giving the core members now is more kind of rewarding than those days. Our own was 19.8. You know, the first salary they sent us. And that was what we were paid to all throughout our NYSC 7 year. Man, let me drink some water. Actually, this video might be a long video to say. Then I also want to talk about coming out from the camp. When we were served breakfast, some people might say it. Yes, I was served breakfast where they posted me in that Taraba state, because I was actually in Jalingo and I was still complaining. Jalingo was the capital of Taraba state and I was still complaining, and I'm feeling sober, I'm feeling home, like I need to get home, you know. All this rubbish I'm saying, this I don't even understand it. I think it's oh my god, you will not understand, Sha. Because staying away from home then was not that easy. Because throughout my school years, we were going to school from our house. Yes. And we were enjoying it. Like I was enjoying it, you know. I didn't live in the school. I didn't live in any dormitory or any hostel or whatever. But I know that the only thing I know that kept me in school for, like it would keep me in school after lectures, I would stay there, is stay in the library all through. I will read till the librarian say it is we have closing. Yeah, start going. We have closed. Anybody that is in that room, start going home. That was the only thing. But for me to stay in the school environment or stay in the hostel, what's the end of staying hostel where my house is just that's montable? Did I speak it well? Like I can enter keke or bus straight to where we are living. Then, so what's the end of being in a hostel, Sha? So we enjoyed it, and it was fun actually, because it didn't make us to feel like we are apart from the house and all that. Man, it was not easy. Then NYSC now come and say, let's just do this thing and that one is the end. But my own case, it was just some kind of roller coaster. For me, yes, it was a roller coaster. Okay, if not, one of those that served with me and did not continue with where they were posted. Yeah, I presented the medical report. They said it's fake. They didn't accept it. They went and when everything was ended, after everything, do you know what happened? I was posted in a typical village. I didn't even know where I was going. I didn't even know that is place. But I was like, somehow I was like, so I'm going to end up in this Taraba again for a whole remaining years. And I ended up, yes, I ended up in Taraba State to serve my country, my beloved country, as a copper. We know here the gist. The gist is still there, plenty, so plenty. Like I feel like should I continue it in this video or should I stop? Because somehow it's frustrating. Anyway, I give God all the glory, because actually everything I actually finished everything and come back. So I'm a survivor. Even when we were in the camp, there's one thing I used to go like whirlwind, carrying sand, the thing will blow, and before me circle where you are in the field. And if the thing is coming close to you, start running, because if you are there, the thing might even cover you with all the sand and it will kill you definitely. They call it, is it hurricane? I don't know. That's what they call it. Something. The thing happened in the north. Severally, I was there seeing it. Anybody has to run away. Run for your life. your dear life. Don't go after suffering. Go and tell your parents that something happened to you. Now that's okay. Run for your life. Actually, run for my life. Actually, serving in the north was not easy. I think there was saying it's better. Even now, I'm still saying it. Serve in your own country where you are familiar with. Your own tribe. Serve there where you know the customs and tradition of everything. Although after that period, those people that served subsequently, you are given the provision to make your choice. The people that served around 2020, around that kind 2020 or 2019 thereabouts, they were given opportunities ahead. Yes, but that was after I must have finished passing out from the NYSC. It wasn't easy. This is really problem. When the whole problem started more was when we finished our 3 weeks orientation camp, where they taught us a lot of things about our NYSC national anthem, a lot of things we learned, and every educative things we need to learn. Speakers from different parts of the country came to speak to us. There were a lot of competition, NYSC, Miss NYSC, Mr. NYSC competition. There are football competition. There are prizes won, a lot of things. MTN came, different banks came to register us in our accounts, make sure that we open an account, a new account for NYSC to pay us salary, and a lot of things. There were bicycle fee given to us. There are good foods that came later on after we must have finished eating all the rubbish from the first start, and a lot of things was there. Playing, making new friends, having friends that you know that you met them at the same part of the country where you're coming from, and you start making friends with them, sharing contacts and having them, learning from their experience and all lot of things. And they met so many of your church members there in the NSCCF, and a lot of things was going on, and things were so calculated and was so prepared for you to, to share experiences with you after your schooling and everything in Nigeria, so that you can be able to have experiences to speak outside everything. But after all those things, still it was a little bit boring. That's something can be done in your own tribe, and you will not feel bad. You can actually learn, because social media is everywhere today. You can learn things without even experiencing it, and you still feel like you experienced it. Like I'm just sharing now. But why won't we do it that way? That was my thought though. So this is bugging to my head, all this one. But I got through it. And I came out. And I'm still happy that I came out. Because at then there was no provision for me to make another choice. Like I thought I can. I tried my best, but it didn't work out. Yes, I had to stay. I had to deal with it. So, guys, after that, we have to leave the NYSC camp to our 2 weeks leave to where we can go. Some people went straight to where they were posted when they're giving the letter, posting letter, PPA letter. That's what it is called. Place of primary assignment. That's PPA letter. Some went there straight. Some who were reposted due to one or two things where they know people that know people, and some of them have link and all that. They weren't given their letter at the same time they gave us. They have to go home. So it was letter when they will send it to their own where they were posted, and they will get it. So we that we have meant to stay in the Taraba state, we get our PPA letter as we have been dismissed to go for our 2 weeks leave. Then we'll come back again to start fully on our NYSC calling. So man, we left. Some people, I cried seriously. Some of my friends that I felt okay with, I couldn't see them again. I posted different places. Some I reposted, like one of my friends I told you about, Moyin, Moyinoluwa is her name. Yeah, some of them I can't even remember their name. We have to leave, say goodbye, teary goodbye, and shout goodbye to each of them, and all that. I remember that actually when we were actually going out, I remember the room we were staying. I actually prayed there. I was one of those that prayed for God to give us safe trip to back home, because do you know what it means to stay 12 hours inside a car? I don't know. I've not made that so long travel before, but that was my first time of traveling for 12 hours inside a car, just because of NYSC. How, man? It's not easy. Tuale, if they come in Bala, Tuale, we are the ones that have gone through it and we know that it's not easy. And meanwhile, some people who were married then, who were pregnant, who were heavy, they have a lot of advantage. Some who were married and they were within their wedding ring, they have a lot of advantage there. But we who were just single, alright, we are not married and all that. There were a lot of things that I am talking about that they also know that they went through it. Yes, it's true. So a lot of things. So when we went out, we left there. I have to continue my journey. I went back to the east because I was like, I have a lot of mixed feelings, and there was nothing they could do about it. I was talked to continue with it. So after the 2 weeks, I went back. Although we didn't go straight to east, I first of all go to secure where I was posted, and when I went to the secretariat, they told me no problem. This is the place you are posted. We know it. Whenever you travel, whenever you are going to come back, you can continue. Then you will continue from there. But do you know what they told me? They told me from that particular secretariat where I am, that place looks almost like a town like that. Then to the core village where I'm going to serve is very far. That car doesn't go through the road. There's no bus that will take me inside the village. There's no bike will take me inside the village. There's no bike, no motor can pass there. Then the only means of transportation that can go there is by a bike. That's a motorcycle. To tell you how far this place is, like, you find girl like this, you want to go inside that village? So what am I going to do now? But the main thing is, let me go back home first and come back. So when I came back, man, although we have a letter that they need to sign, reject or accept. So the people that owns different institutions, like different schools, where because mostly members are posted to schools, so with all this secretariat. Some people though, yeah, but majority is schools. So this interior village, I call it interior, that's what it is called. The headmaster or the principal has already come and accept us. So when they came, I was like, the man just dashed us 1,000 naira. I said, Jesus, 1,000 naira. For what? That's 1,000 naira, and he accepted our letter. I was like, I have to go. But I didn't know that was just a trick to lure us into one bush and we go there and suffer. Oh, man. It's not funny. I'm laughing because now I'm talking about it as experience. It's not funny then. But do you know what? Everything I have disadvantage, I have advantage. But the most important thing that when the disadvantage outweighs the advantage, you understand that it's a total problem. So I went back to the east, now came back afterwards. I had to continue. So the people there was like in the secretariat, they were like, if you cannot deal with going there, just relax and find somewhere in this place in the town. I said, okay, no problem. But since they posted me, I want to go there and check and see how the place looks like. Yeah, I think I did it before going back to the east fully. Yes, when I went there, I saw some core members who actually was in batch A. Yeah. And some of them that were in batch B, stream 1, they were in that thick forest. Because I call it forest, not it's a forest. Just that people are inhabiting in it. But it's a thick forest, man. How can you be in a place where you know that there's no communication, no phone calls, you can't make calls, everything is written there. Mountain up and everywhere. Mountain was so full of the whole place. It's only bike that can go through, no car. It's one of these big, what they call it? I don't know how they call that motor that carry a lot of wood that is big, and it will be going within boom 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 on that road. The road is not straight, the road is not organized. No NEPA lights. Well, they see people that use this journey, they see that those people are rich. And when there was so, and that time was the period Harmattan season, that early January. The hair I did was somehow like this, but it was braided. Do you know? All the dust in this whole world clouded my hair, everything. I was in a bike for complete 1.5 hours because the distance is very far. just that the motor cannot pass through it. There's no tar road. The area you see tar road is just a little bit, half of it. Then the rest is inside that village is stone ground that is not organized. But bush, Hey, it was not easy. It was not something to say I am wishing somebody else to do it. Though I went it as an adventure, but it's not easy. As a Nigerian copper. How? I was like, God, what kind of thing is this now? So after everything, I saw everything. People there was coming, but they don't know who they were like looking at me like I am still doing shakara for them. Like, are they not coming back like me? I didn't even send them because they don't know my own thoughts or my experience. It was that I was not hearing. They said that I am behaving like Donald Trump's daughter. Do you know how people can think? And when I look at those people, I was like, I won't blame you people. Everybody had where they came from. Some were from northern part. Some northern part was there. Some were from southern. Some from the northern. Yeah, northern was there. Yeah, two of them or three. Yeah, three of them. Three of the men were from north. And some were from north southern parts. So I don't know where they picked that from, but I heard it afterwards. That was what they were saying, and they thought I could not come back again. But after I went there with the advice my mentor gave me, they also helped me to save more money and all that. And she told me that if actually I can accept it, let me continue. It's not 1 year, after 1 year I'll come out. Let me just do it. Whatever God prepared, I don't know what God prepared for me there, so I should go. I accepted. So when I traveled back, I told my people, when you call me, my phone will not be ringing, except if I come out on the where they call the town. That's where I can, that secretariat side, that's where I can be able to interact with any of my family members. It was so weird. But I did it. Like, and some of my friends who were posted the same, they say they will God forbid. From the east, they say God forbid, they will not do it. They will never. And they did not. They were still in the town and they changed them and they served and they come out soon. So why did I decide? I can't tell till today. Is it that I love adventure or what? I don't know. But I went to Richard. I stayed there. 1 month passed, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months. I was even crying, say, God, please, let this thing finish. Let me leave this village. Because the space is too much. But I thank God for his hand upon me, because a lot of things would have happened, would have gone haywire. Do you know the water I was drinking? This water is clean. Any water that has this thing, because that period there was no water, there was no rainfall that period. You know, it's in the north, everywhere is so dry. The water that is in yellow color, is better. They have this water that they used to put inside the water so that the water, though the covered people, they drink that water that is kind of reddish, because they use well water there. They drank it. Do you know, me myself, I couldn't believe I bought pure water for a while. At the point that was like, those that they don't even care about water. Pure water, they buy water costly self. I don't know how I ended up drinking the same water they drink. Well water that is full of sand. You just have to bring it. When you drop it, the water will now reside very well. Then you now start using it to be cooking your food. You now start drinking. Dirty as dirty core. I mean, this way is one of the dirtiest places I've ever been. They wear clothes, but they were like people. They believe in farming. Most times they used to bring plantain for us, bring some foodstuffs, copper, this and that. The children's I just felt some kind of half feeling for them, like when they come out, I'll give them good cooked food. But what they eat, I can't eat it. They eat some native things, they put this together, join it together and be eating. I'll be like, oh God, what is this still food? I'll be like, oh Jesus. I only have the opportunity to go buy things like I used to buy. I'll be like, okay, fine. These things are what I will use for this month. It's not easy. You want to make call, you have to climb the mountain top. The day I tried climbing this mountain top, but this village they used to climb it on on normal basis. They will climb it, they will plant plantains, they plant a lot of things there. The day I tried climbing it, almost as I was there looking down from the up, we have already climbed up with so many of the other coppers. I saw down, deep down. I was just like, people that I saw when I was climbing looks like an ant. Do you know how this ant shape, very tiny ants? I saw them as an ant. I couldn't even figure them out. They're just moving around, meaning that I have climbed very high. I almost cried. I was like, oh, how am I going to come down from here? And so I was talking about when you were climbing, what was in your mind? Why did you climb? I said, I have to climb, but my others are climbing. Let me climb. Coming down, it was not easy. Except for one copper. We call him, in fact, he's more elderly than all of us there. He helped me out to come down from the mountain top. I said, never in my entire life will I climb that kind of mountain again. Although we got network, we were able to call people, telling them we are safe, we have landed this place, and we're okay, we can manage, it's something we can manage. But I mean, that was the biggest risk I've ever taken. Even as I'm ready now, I'm so scared. What if I fall from there? Will anybody remember me? They said I'll go for NYSC to serve. So that's why I just went there to disfigure myself. How? Jesus. I can't believe it. But I did it. We had to cook in firewood. And by the time I was not using gas, I bought stove. I had stove. I cooked with stove. At the point I was like, Ted, I have to live here. Although I now found a resorting way, going to family house, Redeem family house in the town side. Weekend after everything, I'll just go there and stay for a while before coming back to the village. And they will accept me. You know, there I met a very good friend, Damilola. Yes, up to now we still communicate, and she's very nice to me. And we just studied together. I don't know. Though she came around, she was batch A. It was the second people that were enrolled to NYSC. It was not actually my set. She came as batch A. Yeah, batch A stream 1. But I don't know, somehow we found each other appealing. We found each other sharing the same faith, you know, as Christians. And along the line we start, you know, mingling well. Each time I come, we discuss, stay in the same house, and you know, all those things. You know, so after the NYSC, the friendship did not end that way. We continue it after up to now. We still talk once and all the time. You know. So it was just kind of fun. The family house though. Met a lot of people, we are nice, you know. And everything you are doing, you know, have God. Have God. God helps you out in any situation. So that was my experience, you know. So it helped me to have a relief from this kind of village work environment. Although that place was town, but they were village, they were farmers there because Taraba people were all about farming. They farm rice, they farm different types of food. And when I was back in the village too, I had a church, they call Vineyard Church. That place, they even worship like Pentecostal, and it was kind of rhyming with my faith there. And I think it's God that led me to the church, because the church helped me in praying all the time, you know, doing all sorts of things, praying, listening to the word of God, like I'm hearing it all the time. Although it was a local village, but it motivates me, it improved my lifestyle there. That I was able to go through all those things. In the night there will not be any lights, except if they're on gen in the lodge. Then when they're on gen, what if there is no light at all? In fact, there's no hope of light in the night. Everywhere is so dark. I remember the day you have to hold your torch. I remember the day I was walking like that to get something in the market square there. I was with a torch. It was so dark. And I'll punch into one animal like that. The animal's eyes like this, flash like torch in my torch. Blah, 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 and the thing now ran away. I said, Jesus! I almost fainted though. Because I'm not seeing flashing lights, torch lights on, and it hits animal's eyes. And his eyes start bringing out light, like as if the eyes is blowing light out. It was that I know that it's a reflection of the torch that punched its face that caused it. You know, So many things. Like, I literally fell ill when it was at the ending part of the youth service. Because how would I fell ill? They didn't know the water I'm drinking. It's all raw. Sandy water. I asked them how you coping. He said they are using water guard. That thing they will put inside water, the water will not be like and I was using it, man. I felt sick. Seriously ill. They had nurses there. Luckily, I had to be taking injection. I have to be taking my drugs. There was a time I noticed I was fainting. It was then the woman that was attending to me gave me oral drip. I had to take it. But after, when I came out, they said, you're looking so fresh, you're looking so good. I said, these people don't know what I passed through. I was in one room, only me. I've not experienced sleeping with only me. That was my first experience of sleeping alone. I've always known sleeping with my siblings and all that. And what could have fitted me well would have been that family house, because in that family house, all the girls sleep in one room. Goes to church together, do everything together. But I didn't talk about it. I was like, okay, let me continue this journey. In my own adventure, and I got a lot of experiences that was so horrible as what I just said now. It's not easy. So when you're going for NYSC, be prepared. Know that you might meet some things, some strange things. Know how to say no. I can't contend with this. I can't do this. Because even as I was in that village, those core members that were there before me, because they said that I was behaving like a Donald Trump and all that, they didn't give me the attention that they're supposed to give. Most of them, I can't even contact them again because they gave me all the horrible experience I can ever think of. They were seeing me as somebody that is behaving too big. It's because I'm from the East. They were giving me kind of dismantling and all that. I noticed it, but I didn't bother myself because I was actually flowing with God. I was going to church. I didn't want to counter all those things. But the only thing that made is that the friendship did not continue because they didn't give me a kind of homely welcome. They were just full of bickering, trying to see me as I'm not behaving locally, or I'm not doing like them. I'm trying to be too pompous and all that. Without knowing that was not even what is in my mind. That they are suffering the same thing I'm suffering and all that. You see, what if I had said no? Nobody would say no. Like, if I had been determined that I would never be in this village, if I had determined so well, I would even be in the family house. That is a kind of a town place, because some of them that were posted there, they rejected it and they were in that area, and they still went to school there and served and come out the same way. Well, me went to the village as a village girl now. So actually, it helped me to have a village experience. But that village experience, I can never have it. It's not a good thing to have that kind of village experience. No light. Your phone will never ever ring, and you will not be able to call anybody. No network works there. You only see trees, mud houses, managed sandy kind of block house. You know that you cannot even inhabit where I'm coming from. I can't even live there. I've lived in upstairs all my life. No good facilities. Even I pity the children there. When I was teaching them, I was still with all my heart, because I felt they are lacking a lot of good social amenities in this life. So let me just help them out. And some of them began to love me and auntie, all those things, you know. But man, it was so horrible. I really thank God the day we were passing out. Most people don't even know what I was happy about when I was collecting my NYSC certificate. When I was collecting that certificate, I was like, God, thank you so much. And do you know what? I would have gotten a bank job after my NYSC, because God actually told me that I'm going to get a job after my NYSC, after my schooling. The bank job came. But why I say no is that the experience I have in that village and staying in this kind of place, there is a northern place and all that, I can't think I can deal with it. I just told the manager, okay, fine, good. It was a good job and all that. It was a good rosy job. But I was like, I didn't want to go again. I'm done. At this point, I'm done. As I'm going back to, I have in mind as I'm going back, I don't think I will come back this long way again to come and work in a bank. But that was God. That was a good opportunity for me to start a new life. But I rejected it because it was very far. And I prayed that there were so many killings and a lot of things that were happening in the city. You know, though actually everything happened is experiences, you know. But that was it. It was so hectic on me. It's not easy. So guys, I think I have to stop. Everything you guys understand with everything I've expressed, you understand that it wasn't easy for me in NYSC experience. But all the same, I thank God for life. I thank God for seeing me through. I thank God for being with me, because He has been. He showed me that He's with me. Because more people went there, people that went to places that favored them and all that. But a lot of things happened also. But look at me here. I thank God I survived it. I drink all those dirty water, you know. But the only thing I didn't eat their food for anything. Their soup, I didn't taste it. I also had a cook snake as meat. Good readers. And I didn't even taste any of their meals in that village. But it was okay. Some of them were friendly. Some even plaited my hair for me and all the rest of it. It's about experiences. You gather them, and most of the time it's not really something you wish somebody else to have the experience of. But there is always a room to say no. Like I didn't say no. And maybe I decided that I would not. And then staying back in the family house, which was a little bit town and a kind of more developed little than there, because I had to go to that family house before I would start another new journey that would take me almost 1 hour, and with only a bike. And inside the bike I will be shaking. I will be saying, God, I beg go, let me not fall here. Before I will reach to the village where I was at. It was not easy. No communication. You can't call anybody. Friends that know you before, they can't communicate you. They already know you are blocked out of the whole thing. It was not a good one. But I thank God I made it. Because then I wasn't married then, you know. So what I'm talking about is now is that I thank God. I'm being grateful for what God did in my life. He actually saved me. The whole troubles and everything, I came back, I was like, oh, anything that will carry me back to this place again. God forbid. And I thank God. Everything has helped me out for me. And I'm most grateful for it. So guys, please let me not bug you much about it. So if you're going for NYSC, get prepared, like I said before, and decide what you want. Nobody should decide for you. You don't want to decide. Even when they said no, be ready and rest assured that you're going to tell them. Give them reasons that life-threatening places or location shouldn't be part of what you go and experience. If what you're doing, when you're working is not okay for you, try and find a way to oblige. Speak up, and there will always be solution for you not to be indulged in such kind of things that will make you to have bad experiences in life. You deserve better. Huh? That you're a copper, you're a core member, that is serving in your country, shouldn't be a suicidal attempt. Shouldn't be something that is going to frustrate you. Speak up. There is room for it to speak up. There is social media, everything. Alright? So don't accept all things. Don't really say, yeah, that's the opinion, that's how you want it and all that. It will remain like that and you get it as experience. Yes, that is it. But when you say no, you need to say no and know when to say yes, when to say no. So please, if you're here to subscribe to my channel, if this video is helping somebody today, if this video is making you happy and also sharing in this particular episode with me, please kindly give the video a thumbs up. Please share my videos, leave your comments on the comments. Let me know your experiences too. Because it's not only me on this table, there are so many people, core members, who have these experiences and all that. Some, when they did that dirty water, they didn't survive it. So many things. So you have free to talk about it. Share, let me know in the comment section. Talk about it. Let's see what this can to help somebody out there. There may be somebody who has this word cannot speak up. There may be somebody this will help. Also, there may be somebody who might need to know about this. You can never can tell. So once again, this is Chinazo, and I love you. And if you want to subscribe, if you have not subscribed, if you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to this channel, because more things are coming up. I'll show you that. Subscribe to this channel. Click the subscribe button. Yes, it's free of charge. We're not charging you any damn money. It's all free, girl. It's all free. Okay? So that you will always be welcome, and click your notification bell to get every time notified each time I post a new video. And at the same time, I love you. Bye bye.